Hello guys, it's Jovan, and you know what time it is?
So JavaScript is one of the most amazing and popular language. No, I'm not saying that. If we look into the GitHub data, right? If I search over here, top programming language in 2020-22, and if we go to the first link, where we have the data statistics by GitHub, the top programming languages, right? If we come a little bit down, we see that JavaScript stays as the top most used language. Right? If we scroll down a little bit, we find over here that JavaScript has been the most popular language since 2014 to 2022, right? And also the data shows that Python has been increasing its usage, whereas Java, we can see that from 2018 has been decreasing a little bit, right? So it is it is super needful for us to understand and learn JavaScript. In today's world, over 90% of the website are using JavaScript. So what is this JavaScript? So JavaScript is a programming language by which we add functionality to websites, right? And why do we use JavaScript for? So guys, JavaScript has very good frameworks and libraries like React and React Native by which we can build applications for our wearables like smartwatches, for your mobiles like Android and iOS, right? So what are the prerequisites for JavaScript? So the prerequisite for JavaScript is totally nothing. You should be just having a very bit knowledge of HTML and CSS. And guys, if you merely want to become a web developer, you might not learn JavaScript. But if you want to master web development and become the best web developer, you should be learning JavaScript. As a coder, enough of talks. Let us go back to our VS Code and let us check how this JavaScript works. For now, since it is the introduction, we won't be talking much of the codes. We'll just see how to in JavaScript. So over here, what I'll be doing is I'll be creating a folder. And to this folder, I'll simply name it as JavaScript. So let me just name it over here, JavaScript Advanced, right? And over here, the tool which we'll be using throughout the complete course is gonna be VS Code. So inside this folder, I'm just gonna open VS Code. Yes, and over here, simply without doing anything, I'm just gonna create my index.html, and inside the index.html, I'm just gonna put nothing but my boiler template. Yeah. So there you go. Yes. So we have added the boiler template, and over here I'll simply write down nothing but JavaScript in the title, right? In the title I'll just write JavaScript, and in front of the JavaScript, guys, you can add some emojis. I'm not using any kind of extension or software over here, but simply if you are using a Windows, right, you can simply hit, or simply you can hold your Windows button with a dot, and a pop-up will come up where you can add some emojis. I'll just put in flame over here, and coming over here, I'll just simply add a h1 tag saying nothing but JavaScript, or yeah, we can simply write over here, welcome to awesome JavaScript, right? Again, I'll be using a lot of emojis over here so that the course becomes, so that the next time you open up your code, some few things are there which makes it interesting, right? And moving ahead, I can simply click on go live. With that, it will be selecting the default browser and my web page will be opening up. And there we go. We see welcome to awesome JavaScript. And now over here, I'll be creating a script tag. Note over here that I am creating the script tag just on top of the ending tag of body, right? I'll tell you the reason why do we have to create a script tag just in top of the body tag, right? But since it's an introduction, I'll simply write over here nothing but console.log, and I'll simply say over here hello world. And again, I'm gonna use an emoji over here. Perfect. So inside the script tag, I have simply written that inside the console log, what do you understand by log? Log is nothing but putting something, right? If I tell you that go and write something or go and log something, go and log my attendance. So over here I'm saying inside the console, write hello world, right? And semicolon over here, guys, in JavaScript, semicolon is optional. You might put it or you might avoid it. It's up to you. Now in the browser, we don't see hello world written anywhere because in the console it will be printed, right? So where's the console? In the browser, if you just right click and if you click on inspect and if you go to the console section over here, yes, over here you see the option called as, over here you see the output, right? Hello world getting printed. So in the console, I am logging hello world. I hope this was easy. I hope this was easy and everyone was able to catch it up, right? But moving further will be, are we going to create all the tags, or are we going to write all the JavaScript in the same HTML file? No, right? Obviously, we will be over here. What we'll be doing is we'll be creating a JavaScript file, right? You can name it anything, but over here I'm just naming it as index.js, and I'm just gonna connect my HTML file with my JavaScript. Simply over here inside the script, I can use an attribute called as source, and inside the source, if I just simply write down index.js, the name of the file, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut my console log from here and paste it over here. And if you notice, I'm still getting the same output. And if I simply write some more text over here, like console.log, awesome, right? And if I show you the output, perfect, it's working awesome over here, right? That's all for the introduction, guys. Over here we have understood what is JavaScript. So JavaScript is a programming language which 90% of the website uses it. How popular is JavaScript? Right? It is one of the most popular programming language since 2014. What can we do using JavaScript? So using JavaScript, we can build applications not only for our computer or not only for our website, but also for wearables like smartwatches, for your computer, for your Android phones, right? Or iOS phones using React Native. What are the prerequisites for JavaScript, for learning JavaScript? So guys, the prerequisite is very small. That is, you should be knowing a little bit of HTML and CSS. Okay, and what is the need of JavaScript in web development? So the need of JavaScript in web development is to create functions, as in, if I click a button, right, something should happen. We have understood before that HTML is used to create the structure, CSS is used to create the style. But once you have created a website which is having a superb design, animation, transitions, but there is a button which you click on and it doesn't work, no one would like that, right? So over here using the JavaScript, we'll be adding function to that button. So when we click a button, maybe something is changing, maybe some data is gathered, right? So all that we'll be doing using JavaScript.